Chapter 9. Schrödinger's Radiated Cat. Ava's sinuses burn from the scent of sanitizer as she sobs under the harsh fluorescent lights. The rhythmic beeping of Jeff's hospital monitor drills through her head the same as the sirens of the ambulance had during the longest ride of Ava's life just hours ago. With oxygen tubes protruding from his nose, Jeff smiles and motions to Ava. Sniffling, Ava approaches Jeff's bedside.
I'd hug you if I could, Ava. It'll just be a bit longer. I'm going to be okay. Don't be sad. Don't be so sad.
But what if you aren't? What if you die just like my mom did?
What's that sound? That's the sound of both mine and Jeff's hearts shattering into a quadrillion pieces. It's a valid question, though. Even Jeff has the very same lingering question. He's just stuffed it down, as everyone's human embodiment of a rock does. Jeff tenderly cocks his head.
That's not going to happen, Ava. I've been working on nanobots and eat radioactive waste back in my lab. As soon as we get home, I'm going to use them to clean up my lab and our farm, and then inject a few to clean me up inside. It'll all be okay. I'm not going to leave you, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay, kiddo?
Ava picks Sandy up from the baby blue vinyl chair next to Jeff's hospital bed and hugs her tightly. Too tight, too tight.
Oh, sorry, Sandy. Why are you whispering?
Because I think a talking doll might freak out the nurses and doctors, Ava.
Oh, right.
Kiddo, do me a favor. Put Sandy on the bed with me and go ask one of the nurses for more pudding. I can't eat this other slop they're serving me. Even Elon Sparks wouldn't eat this. Ugh.
Okay.
Ava, at least wipe the snot from your nose. Atta girl. Oh, well, it's on your sleeve. On your sleeve is kind of gross, but you know what? It's fine. Absolutely fine. Never mind the box of tissues right there. Sleeve was closer. Ava is running to the nurse's station. I bet they have hand sanitizer. Do you really have radiation-eating nanobots at home?
I do. They're not specifically radiation nanobots. They're programmed to protect humans right now. Thankfully, I have a lot of time on my hands at the moment, and with a little tweaking to their code on my phone, maybe I can get them to do the job. It will be experimental for sure. I just don't want to worry Ava. She's been through so much since the loss of her mom and her dad abandoning her before she was born. Sandy, if something happens to me...
No, Jeff. We're not going there. Don't you dare go there. You're going to be just fine. Ah! You scared me, Ava. Whoa. Look at all that pudding. It's enough to feed a minivan full of teenage boys after whatever odorous sport they've just finished.
Oops.
Ava quickly squats down and scoops up the rogue pudding cup that leapt to the floor from her arms. On the rolling tray table next to Jeff's bed, Ava empties her pudding-laden limbs.
They gave me so much pudding, Dad. They said one was for me, but you need your strength, so you can have mine. Just let me know when you need more pudding. I'll go get more.
You know how to please someone in an existential crisis? Pudding. It's sweet, rich, easy to eat, and there's something so satisfying about scraping the sides with a spoon. It almost makes you forget that you blew up your lab and are potentially about to die from radiation poisoning. You know, pudding! The writer's making violent hand gestures at me, which I can only surmise is her telling me to get back on narrating task. So, Jeff grins and pulls the table closer to him, grabbing one of the pudding cups and a spoon before peeling back the lid.
Thank you, Ava. You could say you're putting your best foot forward.
That was a lame joke, Dad. But I'll laugh because you're sick and you need encouragement. Look, I'm slapping my knee because you're so funny.
Pudding has gone flying from Jeff's mouth onto Sandy's face. Gross. Someone get poor Sandy a washcloth. Or the tissue dipped in Jeff's bedside cup of water will do. That's it. Blot it out, Jeff. Well, no. Not like that. You're smearing it. Ah, well, folks, we finally found something Jeff isn't good at.
Sorry about that, Sandy. You look a little like Rambo now. I kind of like it. Let's get a headband to complete the look.
This is like being back at the orphanage. At least it's chocolate and not vomit this time. I wish that robot had worked, rather than blasted you with radiation.
Me too, Sandy. I'm really disappointed it didn't work. I really thought I'd figured it out. But when I turned on Rosie, nothing came out. Nothing came through this time. Not even Elon Spark's startup menu. I don't know what I did wrong or why it exploded yet. It's back to the drawing board after we get the radiation done. At least both of you tested within the normal range of radiation. Thank goodness the lab is lead-lined, underground, and insulated by several feet of concrete, or we'd be in serious trouble.
Ava tilts her head, her eyebrows furrowing as she analyzes the context for what the word means. Jeff can see the wheels of Ava's mind turning.
Remediation is this case means to clean up something hazardous so that it doesn't damage the environment.
Oh, like when you fart after dinner and we have to open up all of the windows.
Yes, my butt is a weapon of mass destruction. The noxious gases must be cleaned from the air, lest they kill all forms of sentient life and with their stench. That's a pretty good example. Also, when are you going to grow up out of these fart joke stage?
Never. Fart jokes are super funny, Dad. You're just too old and farty to understand.
You could say, I'm too farty for the party.
I'll tell you what, you stop making bad dad jokes and I'll stop making fart jokes.
Never.